I have 3 brothers with special needs. There was no friendship circle growing up. My brothers didn't have friends their own age. We were taught to be responsible for each other as siblings and also on a community level. So it's probably no surprise that I became the program director at the Friendship Circle.
My friend Jessie Bernstein came to Tfilah one day with a speech telling us about the Friendship Circle and encouraging all the students to get involved. So I started doing a few Sunday circles and I loved it. It ended up being an amazing mitzvah project and it became so much more.
The first time Jillian talked about the Friendship Circle was on the bima at her bat mitzvah during her Devar Torah. And now to think of how the ripple effect has spread throughout our community through Jillian and our family, it's pretty amazing. Jillian has constantly talked about the Friendship Circle to her friends. Many of them have signed up, including her brother, who's now doing Friends at Home as well.
So right before last year's event, a mom called and she wanted to thank me for her daughter being involved in the Friendship Circle. She referred to her daughter as a recipient of the Friendship Circle. And what really blew me away was that she was talking about her daughter who volunteers. I was really moved by that. This is what I've always believed about the Friendship Circle. We're really not all that different from each other. We all want to feel part of a community and feel connected.
My son, Michael Neff, is I want to say member of the Friendship Circle. So Michael is 20 years old. I remember thinking like, well, my son's never gonna, he'll be fine. He's not gonna be bagging groceries, in the Acme. And now I'm like, oh, I wish he could bag groceries in the, I only want for him what I want for my other kids. It's just to be happy.
So Michael, are you excited about going to Friendship Circle? You're gonna see all your friends.
Look, Michael, he's coming to visit. It's always been about his deficits. It's always been about his challenges. We walked through the doors of the Friendship Circle. For the first time, it was all about who Michael was and not what he wasn't. Our world changed. Look, it's not easy, being Michael's mom. It's frightening. He can't speak for himself. If he doesn't have his shirt that has his phone number in it, it's a panic.
No banging.
He's a big kid and he's pulling on me and kicking and...
All right, let go and we're gonna go.
It's hard.
Michael, don't worry, we're getting out. Careful, be careful. It's exciting. Okay. Going to Friendship Circle, dude. You know where to go. Hey, Michael, you wanna take off your... Ooh, okay. There he goes.
How was the drive here?
Very challenging. One of the saddest things for me, for Michael, is that because of his challenges, he's not been able to have a social life. When he walked through the doors of the Friendship Circle, he had a community. He had his own world that was his. He had friends that came over and wanted just to be there with him. And if I talked too long, he'd do one of these. He'd do his Michael, and he'd be like, he's mine, Mom, enough, stop playing with my friends. Besides Michael and his connections, there is the parents that I've met. There's that common language and I hate to say common pain, sort of that woundology that you kind of bond over. We've just been resources for each other. Things that you just didn't even know that it existed until somebody told you, until you had a conversation.
Since I went to play with Matt, his older brother thought it was so cool and he loved the organization. So my buddy's brother started to get involved.
Just to think that one conversation has impacted our family over all this time.
This is really how the ripple effect works and makes our community a much better place.
The Friendship Circle gives our children the opportunity to experience these life lessons in a way that you can't learn in the classroom. You can't learn by someone telling you or lecturing you. You have to do it.
You get him in a way that most people are not getting him. And he's smart. He knows. And so he's taken to it like it's air, like it's food. And the ripple effect through our family it's profound. I'm trying not to get kind of a little verklempt.
I love knowing that through Friendship Circles, so many connections have been made and those make such an impact and reverberate throughout the lives of everybody involved.
To have that sense of acceptance is, I think, the most profound thing that anybody can offer another human being.